Hi, welcome to the fourth tutorial on managing your website with Paradesign Shift's content management system. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to create new menu items and link it to an article. First of all, let's just have a look at the website at the moment. Currently there's only one menu item. Let's say we needed to create a new menu item. We would need to actually create two things. A new menu item and a new content item. These two work hand in hand, just like the current one. Home is there's one item for the menu, and then you've got the content item. Let's just go look at that for a moment. Let's click in content. There's one called home, and if you go back to the dashboard and click on menu manager, it's called home. See, the two complement each other, but they act independently of each other as well. You can have a menu item and give it a different name, completely different to the content item, and still have it linked to each other. But for convention's sake, and as I'll demonstrate later, you should have the menu item and the content item as the same name, so it's easier to manage and it's more comprehensible. So before we can actually create a menu item, we're just going to go to the dashboard and create a new content item. Let's click on new, which is located on the top here. Click on article, and let's just call it about. This is the about page. We'll call it that for now. Any other options that we want here? Let's just say we wanted comments, yes. Social bookmarks, yes. Let's hit save. Remember to keep this published as well if you need to use it. So let's publish that now. Go to the dashboard and go to menu manager. Click new to create a new menu item. Click zoo and then click item. Right, so in this page there's a few options or parameters that we need to pay attention to. The main one is here and the others are on the left side. Let's select an item, a content item that we wanted to link this menu item to. In this case we've created one earlier. So under content, not blog but content, let's hit select button, and the options or the list of article items or content items are showing up. We created this earlier, so let's click on about. Choose a title just like you would as you're naming a content item, except this time it's a menu item. We'll call it about. Alias is the same as slug in the content item, it's just called alias in this case. So let's leave it as is and make sure it's published. Hit apply. Let's go back to the website and refresh it briefly. Here you'll find the about page has started to show up. Let's click on that just to see that it's linked to the correct item. Yep, this is the about page. It's pretty simple. So let's just say that about wasn't meant to stay up here and it was supposed to go before the home page. Well, that's simple. Let's just hit a save first and click this button. See, move up or move down. Depending on where they are, these options will show up for moving up and moving down. If there was one more, usually we'll have an extra button on the right here because to shift the menu items between each other. So let's make the about page the first menu item. Note about's moved to the top and home's at the bottom. That's the same arrangement that will happen here going left to right. Let's refresh that. There you go. About now is the first menu item on the list. That doesn't really look right, so let's just put that back where it belongs. Now home is first. Let's refresh that one more time to demonstrate. There you go. So let's just say about was meant to actually sit under home as a sub-menu item. Simple way to do this is click on the menu item that you want to create as a sub-menu item. Scroll down and the parent item currently is set to top. That means that it appears on the top. It's not under any other menu. There's only one to choose from at the moment, so let's say we wanted it to go under home and that's the only one we have. Let's click on home. Let's hit save. Go back to the page and you'll notice that about has disappeared. Yep. And if you put your mouse over home, about appears under home now. Another thing to also address is having menu items published and unpublished. Sometimes you may want to work on something. A good way to avoid visitors from seeing the website pages that you're currently working on could also be to just unpublish them temporarily. Let's just go back for a moment and hit about. Notice how there is no drop down menu anymore because we've unpublished that. This is a better way to hide items from being accessed when you need to edit them back here in the content, which is over there. Let's say for example you decided not to do that. You went to the menu manager and you clicked published, and let's just jump back to the content section, content, and let's say we unpublished about. These results are undesired results if we click on about. This has happened because the content item is unpublished. So it's better to actually restrain the visitors from actually visiting your content to begin with by actually hiding it. So the best way to do that is to always hide the menu item, or unpublish it is the correct term, instead of actually unpublishing the content item. That is assuming that the content item isn't linked to a menu item to begin with. Then you don't have to worry about this. Let's put that back on and refresh and see what's happened. It's back there now and all's fine. That's all for the menu manager section. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks, bye.